Hi, today I'm going to show you a short film that I made especially for the Brighton Museum exhibition Biba and Beyond, which is a retrospective of all of Barbara Hulaniki's work. And as you know, I'm a huge fan of Biba makeup. I've got a few other films actually on my channel all about that, so have a look at those. I was really happy to lend my collection of vintage Biba makeup to the exhibition. This look today is based on the look that all the girls wore in the store in the 60s. And there were no makeup artists in those days, so Barbara used to do the girls' makeup and demonstrate exactly how she wanted them all to look. Barbara made me a series of drawings recently, and based on those drawings, here's the look that I created. So I'm going to start by using this Dainty Doll foundation. Just want a really nice, translucent, sheer base. Now onto the eyes, and before we start doing the liner and the lashes and everything, I'm going to put a very thin layer of the paint pot, MAC paint pot, in Painterly. And this will just help to smooth the colour and provide a good base. So next onto the liquid liner, and this would have been Biba's watercolour in black. I'm going to use L'Oreal's gel liner today, also in black. From Barbara's drawings, I could see that the eyeliner never started at the inner corner of the eyes, but I was about a third of the way along. This really helped to create the illusion of a very wide-spaced, wide-set eyes and elongated the eyes. It's a really good way to do your eyeliner, actually, if your eyes are quite close together, because it really opens up the space in between your eyes. No, the outer corner, this would have been extended, but just following the natural line of the eye, not coming up in a sort of 50s wing. It's literally coming straight out. So next I'm going to do exactly the same thing underneath. So drawing a line underneath the lower lashes, again starting from about a third of the way along. This is all going to be smudged in a moment, so it doesn't need to be perfect. So next the girls would have used a matte black eyeshadow to blend in that liquid liner. Once the Biba makeup had launched, this would have been the black powder tint. So just really softening and smudging that line. And then exactly the same thing underneath. So onto the shading in the eye, and it's very important to get this shape right. So I'm going to trace using, again, the black powder. And this would have been blended in afterwards, but I'm just going to get my shape. So if you use quite a small brush, and I think the main thing is to get more of a downward slope coming here. So just putting quite a strong marker in there. It doesn't matter if it's messy, but really working on thinking about this shape. So more or less from where the line starts on the lash line, we're starting to really bring this shape down. So I'm just going to start really blending this line in now with a bigger brush to soften it. I'm also going to use a really pale bone colour. Again, it's quite a matte shade, and I'm going to use that up onto the brow bone here, and it'll help to blend in as well the black line. It's going to go all over there, and then start really smudging this black line in a lot more. And there wouldn't have been such a huge array of makeup brushes around, so lots of girls would have probably bought brushes from art shops. So just keep working to soften that line in. And then to finish off, based on Barbara's drawings, just add a little bit more dark shadow here, a bit of the black powder tint, really blending it into the bone shade. So next I'm going to curl Helena's eyelashes. Now the girls in the 60s wouldn't have had these, but I'm going to cheat and just curl them a little bit. And then before applying false eyelashes, I'm going to apply some mascara in black, and this is Ico Fat Brush Mascara. So down for me. Onto eyelashes, and you couldn't be a Biba girl without a great set of fake lashes. So having the lash start about a third of the way along, so don't stick it right into the inner corner because you'll get the wrong shape. And then following all along the line and extending it out so the lashes actually coming past the natural eye and along the liner there. And then a set on the lower lashes as well, doing the same thing as I did above, which is to extend them out a little further at the outer edge. Biba girls always wore a white or a cream shimmery eyeshadow on the lids. This really helped to create the dimension. It separated the liner and the shading, but also gave lots of depth to the eyes. And to finish off, Just going to use some concealer just underneath Helena's eyes and in this area. It's best to do this at the end of the makeup because you're blending so much black powder and adding lashes, so this area of the skin can become quite messy. Biba Girls applied a little bit of contour just underneath the cheekbones to give them that slightly sunken look, but they didn't use blush. That whole heavily blushed pink China doll look came much later in the 70s. And finally, lip, which would have been something quite pale and understated, so that all of the focus was very much on the eyes. So that's it. That's the 60s Biba look as created by Barbara Hulaniki. And this is the look that all the girls in the store would have worn, and all the super cool leggy dolly birds that came in to buy the clothes would have worn, and everyone who wanted to be a Biba girl.